Morning.
Good morning, Paul.
Where are you at?
Oh, give me just a second. Let me get off the phone real quick. I just realized what time it is. Hey, Tina, let me call you back. I gotta jump on the Zoom call, okay? Okay, thanks. Bye. I am up in North Carolina now,
Oh,
so yep. I'm trying to brave the weather. It's 23 degrees right now.
oh, crapola.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Somewhat regretting the decision to move from Florida.
everything is settled with your life done, and you moved on.
Yeah, everything. Yep. Just, now I'm just working on growing my business. So I'm really excited
What
to.
in particular is that?
So I do like what I'm helping you guys with, marketing, digital sales, things like that, Facebook posts, website designs, whatever someone needs help with.
Got it. How do you
Yeah.
know? Like, who's your target? Who's your client?
Small businesses mostly. Yeah. People trying to grow their startup companies. That's kind of always been my specialty in healthcare was working with small like startups.
How do you
So
get to them?
yeah. So it's fun, you know? I like the
No, I
thrill
mean, how
of
do you get to them? How do you get to that end user? How do you get to that client? What are you doing?
so
Can
up
you come on
here,
video or what?
not a lot of videos. I've
No, no,
been
no. I'm saying, can you come on video here?
oh yeah. I'm not I'm not really
There
dressed.
she
Good
is.
morning.
Hello.
I'm still trying to get up this morning.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I do face to face. I go to a lot of businesses. That's my plan tomorrow. After I
Physically?
drop. Hmm?
Physically?
Physically.
Really?
Yep. Yep.
You walk
So
into a business owner like a dry cleaners. Give me an idea. What do you do?
yeah. So it's small town up here. It's very country living. So people like the face to face. I have yard signs up, which surprisingly I get a lot of phone calls from.
What?
Um, yeah, it's the weirdest thing. I've never
Yard
done that.
signs for digital marketing.
Yeah. Yeah. I get
I would
calls
have never
all
thought
day.
that was done.
It is
Wow.
the weirdest thing because I tried the Facebook posting and everything, and I wasn't getting a whole lot of traction with it. So my mom was like, "Well, there's yard signs everywhere for businesses up here. Why don't you try that?" So I spent $50, got 10 signs, and got some phone calls.
Holy smokes.
I'm like, "Okay, well, if it works, don't change it."
What's on the sign?
My logo is a little small, and then it's digital marketing, and then I list like event planning, Facebook posts, um, business strategies, PR and branding, website designs, and just my big phone number across the bottom.
And so you invested $50, and I'm asking to learn because I would have never thought of that. So you invest $50, you make the sign. Sign is what? 8 by 10, 24 by 36. What is the
24 by 36.
okay? And you just literally start posting them on people's yards or on telephone poles?
No, on corners.
Corner.
So, yeah, I tried driving around and figuring out, like, because other people have signs up. So I kind of put my sign kind of close to where
Okay.
theirs are. And um, I
How
got
many
it
clients have you actually gotten from that?
two.
So you got how many incoming calls?
I had about 15, 10 to 15. Yeah.
10 to
So,
15 incoming calls,
mhm.
and you got two clients that engaged with you and gave you
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. Yeah. Wild, right? I never would have thought to do
Wow.
that in a million years. But if it works, right?
Okay, so what part of North Carolina are you in?
Outside of Charlotte, Gastonia,
Uh-huh.
it's like in 45 minutes west of Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
So a little small area, but I just get in my car and drive and just we'll figure out what happens, you know?
Okay.
So my goal
So then,
tomorrow is to just try and go to more places and hand out my stuff and, you know, I put like a little handwritten card with my business card in it and just this is what I do. I've done this for 10 years. You know, let me see if I can help you.
mm.
So,
So when you engage with that client, and this is interesting, and I don't know if you have any thoughts, but with regard to what we're doing, I'm looking
mhm,
to learn from you. But I'll give you an example. The two clients that have engaged with you, How old are they? If you had to take a guess.
The business owners probably in like their late 40s, early
Okay.
50s. Hmm.
So think about this now. So the question could be, hey, are mom and dad still with us?
Mm.
Yes, they are. Great. How old are they? How's their
Hmm.
health? Who's taking care of them? Who's the executor or executrix of the estate?
Hmm.
Has anybody lined up mom and dad's professionals, Medicare, long term care,
Yeah.
etc.? All of those questions
Hmm.
will lead you to an opportunity that you can then say, Paul, I applied what you taught, and my two clients have parents that are 85 years old. They need help.
Mm. Yeah.
They want to downsize. They want to relocate. They need an estate planner. I have a lot of contacts in North Carolina. That's why I was asking you where you are.
Oh, okay.
And one of
Okay.
the mortgage companies that I work with is based in North Carolina, in Charlotte.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I'm
Good to
I'm not
know.
from there, but I'm familiar with the area. So my point to
Yeah.
you is when you do something like that, then business comes in and supports the business you're now part of.
Hmm.
And then that gets us, hey, we should try to look for some clients for her. Let's start asking our clients that are business owners if they need help in these
Right.
areas. And then we could bring you into that.
That'd be great. Yeah. Yeah, no, I always seem to ask those questions in general because I'm so used to working in healthcare with seniors that it's like, oh, how's mom and dad, you know?
It's
'Cause-
really so what you're doing is
yeah.
it's almost like a natural conversation because you have so much background in it. But my point
Right.
now is that you're working with us.
Yeah.
This is all that I ever do. I just teach people just how to see something they don't normally see. It's like hiding in plain sight. I call it the fire hydrant effect. Like the joke
Right.
is this, right? If I say to you, think about your favorite drive that you make to the hairdresser, the nail salon, the coffee shop.
Hmm.
How many fire hydrants did you pass?
Yeah. Who knows?
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Right.
So you mean to tell me that red tube that sticks out of the ground that saves lives isn't there? No, it's probably there. I just didn't see it. Right.
Yeah.
So here you are now attempting to get business for yourself in the digital space, which you should. I'm not negating that. But you could be asking those additional questions that bring an opportunity back to Paul,
Mm.
Felicia, Corey, or one of our agents in North
Yeah.
Carolina. And you'd be their
Yeah.
best friend because there's nobody teaching things like that.
Right. Very smart. I didn't think about that. Yeah. You
It's all
kind of
that I do.
forget.
It's the only talent I
Yeah.
have.
You're great at it though.
So really, that's where I would think, from your perspective, wow, that's a no-brainer. And then I could possibly reach out to some people that I know in North Carolina and say, hey, you might want to come meet Jess
Yeah. No,
for
that'd be
these
great.
reasons. So it's
Right.
a collaborative effort. It's not like,
Yeah.
okay, we're just trying to hire somebody because the girl before didn't do as good a job. Yes, you can probably do a better job. There's no doubt about that. However, on top of that, you actually have our clients and
Right.
we probably have your clients,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially these realtors that don't have a clue how to do that kind of stuff, which most do not.
Right.
They
Yeah.
need you.
Yeah. No. It's very simple. Yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, I've it's like Felicia could probably tell you when we do those lectures on estate planning and things in these luncheons, you know, who in the room as actual professionals that hear it all day has all that stuff done, you know.
Correct.
It's like things you should do.
Yeah.
Know you should connect with people, but you don't do it because you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm so busy and I just keep forgetting about it. And
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So I always say jokingly, hurry up and slow down.
yeah.
Hurry up and slow down. Like, let's actually talk about the clients that you got, how you got them. And
Hmm.
I'm looking at that and saying, wow, if I was a real estate agent in that area and one of those clients needed a realtor, I would then start to co-market with you and say, you know what, I'll get your next batch of signs. Let's do twice as many and I'll help you.
Hmm.
Like we're both going to
Yeah,
win from this. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's smart.
No
Yeah,
brainer.
yeah,
Absolute no
yeah.
brainer.
No, things you don't think about, It's
Yeah.
the benefit of things like this is, sometimes you get stuck in your own ways of thinking. You think, well, I've done this for so long, I have to do it this
Yes.
way. And,
Yes.
you know, well, TikTok says we need to do it this way, so that's how I have to do it.
Right. Agreed.
You
Entirely
know,
agreed. So here's an example. Last week I had 6 people on the call. We gave them instructions, guidance. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. And none of them showed up today, which tells me none of them did what I suggested because they don't want to come today.
right. Oh, let's make sure. I posted the link again this morning. We did change the link, so I want to make sure. Let me just click back over. As I posted it again this morning, I sent the email out again. So hopefully nobody's like, I can't get in. Um,
Sometimes this happens. So when I teach on a certain topic and I say next Monday, you better have this done, and they don't show up, it means they didn't do it. But the
I
reason I'm
got
telling you to have it
scared.
done, just like
Yeah.
with you as an example, we'll make money if we do this. This is not difficult.
Yeah, it is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I grew, when I worked in senior living, that's how I got most of my business was just using my connections of people and actually doing referrals and making the connections and um
So then I
yeah,
would say to you, think about adding those additional questions to the clients you already have. Just a little check-in, little, hey, how's everything going today? Hey, just out of curiosity, I got 3 or 4 questions I wanted to ask you today, and then see what the results are, the responses, and maybe we'll talk next Monday.
yeah,
Or if you get a client out of it, call me sooner.
yeah, no, for sure. I didn't think about that because I know sometimes if I ever um wait, um I do always ask Felicia like hey, do you have anybody in this area? Because like when I moved up here, um I was like, do you know anybody? What can I do? So yeah, it's been fun moving up here. It's very different. Everything
Yeah.
up here it is very much what you said, hurry up and slow down. The first couple people I talked with, they were like, you talk way too fast. Where are you from? So I had to really like make sure I
Yeah.
pace myself because we're not quite in the mountains, but ooh,
You're
we're
close.
awful close to it.
You're close. All right. So normally it's rare, but I give everybody 10 minutes. Nobody showed up. We check off and we'll move on, and then we'll see you next Monday. If you need any help or something comes
Okay.
from what I just shared with you, call me anytime.
I will. I will. Sorry nobody came on, but
You didn't do it. That's okay. That
yeah.
happens.
Oh wait, here's Heather. Do you want to have her join?
Go ahead.
Okay. Good morning. Glad you are able to join in.
Where are you, Heather?
Hey Heather, can you hear us? Oh.
There we go. Okay. I just had it minimized. Good morning.
Good
Good
morning,
morning.
dear. Come on video. It's only us. I was literally just about to click off because nobody
Oh,
came.
here's another one.
I'm still in my pajamas because I'm working from home today. It's freezing outside, so I'm doing marketing.
Same, Heather. I'm in North Carolina in Gastonia
I'm in North
myself, so
Carolina too. Where are you in North Carolina?
I'm over outside Gastonia in Stanley, a little tiny town.
Okay. I'm in High
Yeah.
Point.
I'm from Florida, so that
Yeah.
when it hit 23 this morning, I about froze in my bed.
Yes. I mean, okay, here's the video, but yeah,
You
I'm
look
like I
fine.
haven't
I
even
have
brushed
no,
my
no,
hair.
no, you look absolutely fine. Are you kidding?
I'm in an elephant onesie. So
Oh,
Oh,
cute.
fun. I just took off my bathrobe, so
okay, so we're all in the same boat.
Heather, are you new to my call?
I am. Yes, I am.
Okay.
So I started working with the senior segment last year. Um, but I've been in real estate for 21 years.
Wow.
I'm part of EXP and I'm part of their senior section too. So
So how did you hear about this?
I Google, well, I didn't Google, but I was looking on Facebook for other senior groups.
So,
exciting.
so this is super long and short. And Angie, if you're available to jump on video, jump on. So the long and short of this is we provide guidance in the senior space, and I provide guidance in, I would say, linguistic execution. I'll share with you what that means in just a moment. But the long and short, we essentially got together. My partner Felicia is an expert in the senior space, has had years and years and years in senior living, and she has like the cheat code: who to talk to, when to talk to them, what to bring, what to do. She literally has everything mapped out. And then paired with me, I'm essentially the guy that's saying, hey, I'm going to help you make money in ways you probably didn't think about. And I just shared with Jess a couple of ideas, and she's like, I never thought about that. So I jokingly but seriously call myself a perspective coach, only because so many people said, wow, that's a unique perspective. I never heard of that. So I'm like, hey, I'm a perspective coach. It's not a school title. I have no degree. So I'll give you an example, Heather. You've been in now 21 or 22 years, you said?
21, it'll be 22 in July.
Okay. So you've seen just about everything. This is a pretty interesting market that we're in now. What's your take on what's happening now?
Well, I'll tell you how I ended up with it because it used to be my senior clients would drive me nuts because because they're not like my other clients. But I have an 81-year-old mother
Mm.
and I've had to reel myself in. And so the struggles that my mom has are she feels I took her ability to drive away in July. Had to for her safety and everybody else's. But now I take her everywhere, and if I don't take her, I'll Uber her or I'll figure it out a way. My son is a big help, but she feels isolated. And so I said, well, I know the way that I can reach the senior segment because where I live, there's not, I would say there's not a lot of community.
Mm.
I also live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and there's lots of community. Everybody helps everybody there,
Yeah.
and it's a different environment. So, um, I am putting together a senior social in March,
Wow.
and I'm
Exciting.
gonna have either a DJ or live band. I'm still seeing how much help I can get with sponsors. And then I'm gonna get door prizes from local businesses, and just share a little bit because I see at the senior center that it's a lot of things like their sponsors are cremation and things like that. And I said, nobody wants that. That's not that nobody wants that. So I am trying to put together things from their past. Like I'm trying to find a 50s vehicle that they can do a photo shoot in. Music from their era that kind of brings them alive. And so my slogan for everything is um, bringing together 62 plus icons in our community.
That's brilliant.
So,
So
Absolutely
fun.
brilliant. I would add one thing if I may. So,
absolutely.
did you ever think of having a legacy writer join you?
What is that? What?
So that's someone that essentially will, let's say Heather, you're 81, right? You and I are having a conversation. I might sit with you for a day, a week, a month, an hour a day, 5 hours a day, and just record your life and then make a video or a book about it. And that's a gift you could give to the family.
That'd be great.
Yeah, they're called legacy. So, and again, what you're doing is brilliant. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Instead of saying, "Hey, let's talk about death and get prepared," why don't we still talk about living? Because you're still here, right?
Right.
I love what you're doing. But one of the really cool features, look this up and find somebody in your area
Yeah.
that would do that, and it's very a personal touch. So they're literally sitting and doing a biography on the senior. You know how
Okay.
many seniors love to share their life and their story, what happened 40, 50, 60, 70 years ago when bread was
Mhm.
and a car costs and oh my gosh, and this is our first car, and you're literally having that put together, and that's something they could leave to the family.
I love that. Love that.
So now, with that being considered, where I bring the business acumen would be this. So I teach something called your board of directors, and you in the business 22 years. I'll give you a real basic example. So on average, or how many deals did you close in 2025? Did you tally your at year?
32.
That's fantastic. Where does your 32 normally come from? Where's the sources of the business?
Mostly referrals at this point from past clients or friends, family. I
Okay.
do outreach. Like even after 21 years, 22 years, I still don't forget the basics. So I'll still go canvas neighborhoods. I left in my senior, not necessarily a senior community, but just homes where a lot of seniors are. I left them all calendars with a newsletter and I put it on their doors.
Mm.
Because they like that. They like
You're
free
old
stuff.
school, Heather. You are
Sure.
still old school. I always say, master the mundane. Master the mundane. In other words, the basics. I never leave the basics.
Yeah.
The basics got you to build, and then sometimes people leave it because they think now they became something. In reality, someone doing your volume, still doing the basics, is commendable.
I do. I handwrite all my letters. I handwrite all my postcards. I do all that. My grandpa was my best friend, and so
Love it. Love it. So I would say this to you, right? So think about this now. Now I'll share a little business thought process with you. So really the growth of your business is based on you. It's based on what Heather does, how awesome Heather is, and that people love you enough to say, when somebody says, I want to buy or sell, you got to use Heather. It's a testament to how phenomenal you are. My question to you is this: why isn't any of your business coming from your accountant?
My accountant's actually near Charlotte. So I don't think they do a lot of people in my area.
Okay, but we don't know that.
Don't know that. No,
Okay. And do you know how many clients he has?
a lot.
Okay. So we don't know that either. So the point that I'm trying to make is not make you feel less than, get you more excited about this. Here's an example. Based on NAR, the statistics, right? 3 people out of every 100 are going to buy or sell real estate in the next 12 months. 3 out of every 100. That doesn't take into account what Trump just did by saying $200 million of bonds are going to be bought. Rates are coming down quickly, right? So that might spark the economy. Who knows what it's going to do? But my point is, even if we just look at 3 per 100, the things that I teach that nobody's looking at is this: the accountant that knows what you do for a living, files your tax returns, is not sending you clients. And they may have, if they're average, 300 clients. That means that 9 people out of his or her book is going to buy or sell real estate this year. And he's not thought of you once.
Huh, okay. I'll put that down. Yeah.
Now, as you start to get more immersed in what it is that I'm teaching, you will make a hell of a lot more money, especially with your volume, because think about this. 67% of the population doesn't have a will. Look at the 32 clients you have. Out of the 32 clients that you closed, how many of them still have parents that are alive? How many of their parents have wills and trust? How many of your 32 clients have wills and trust? Well, the data tells us 67% of them don't. You're not getting business from an estate planner in town.
No.
It's because you're not bringing business to an estate planner, and I just taught you how to do it.
Okay.
Every single time I get a client, I'm a mortgage guy, by the way. I don't ever present like one. I'm a guy that's going to help you make money in your business. But when somebody gives me a buyer, one of the questions I ask is, Heather, are you going to update your will after settlement? No, we don't have one. Don't worry about it. Your real estate agent will help you with that. So I explore and help the client and bring that opportunity back to you, the agent. And then I teach you what to say and how to say it to the estate planner, probate attorney, insurance agent, accountant, etc., to create a reciprocal partnership so that this business isn't solely based on your effort.
Okay.
It shouldn't be, at least from my perspective. So on a weekly basis, you should be getting an incoming call, email, or text from a financial advisor, an estate planner, an accountant, a photographer, a contractor, all the people that make money from you.
None of them do. None of them do.
Right. Well, think about this. It's primarily because the CEO, you, didn't teach it. What we have done as real estate agents is we've begged for business. We've begged for a referral. We've asked for it because that's what we were told to do. And I'm like, okay, I don't do any of that. None of it. I don't ask, I instruct. If you ask, you're a beggar. And we, people, humans, we don't like beggars. I didn't go out of my way this morning to feed one. I don't know if you did. I'm not better than anybody else, but we don't like beggars. We don't take time out of our day, and we kind of shy away from it. They come near us. And yet you literally sound like a beggar when you're asking for a referral. So you've now activated fight or flight in somebody's brain. And they're going to lie to you to tell you what you need to hear to get out of that environment. Just like the 2-year-old kid that walks around the corner of the kitchen when he's got chocolate cake on his face and he says, Mommy, I didn't touch the cake. Well, what are you talking about? He'll do whatever he can because you've activated fight or flight. So when you ask for something they don't have, what are they going to do? They're going to lie to get out of the situation because you've now attacked them in so many words. So their defense mechanism is push you away. And then you, like you just said, none of them give me anything. It's because we didn't teach them how. So I refer to that as your board of directors, things I teach all the time here. And in my private coaching sessions, it's all about establishing your board of directors. So when you look at your volume, oh my Lord. Yeah, your volume is really, really good. And keep in mind, was it like 70% of agents last year closed zero?
I had a really good year last year. It was super steady. I mean, now December, I just had 2 closings. January, right now, I have none. I don't know. I'm waiting to see what's going on because I don't get it.
I want you to think, Heather, think about that for a second. Now think about the concept I'm sharing with you. Your accountant is about to sit with his 300 clients. You're not going to talk to 300 people in the next 30 or 60 days, but he is.
Right.
So now we need to teach him what questions he should be asking his clients so he can bring you an opportunity. There should be no ups and downs. Even though you had a 32 closed year, it's a really good year. You're still saying now, January, I got nothing going on. And us that are type A, we're going to start getting a little panicky. Like, what the hell's going on here? I know. But my point is, the way that I look at it is this. And I've been teaching this for the past 2 months. We're meeting today by the grace of God. I've been prepping all of my coaching students to align yourself with your professional partners. Let's educate and empower and show them how to be an actual partner, a board member, not a vendor. I don't call them vendors, a very dangerous word because they're going to act like a vendor. So I call them a partner and I teach them how to be a partner. So now if you think about this for a second, you gave your accountant an excuse because they live in a certain part of the state, but you've never really been taught how to explore all the data and the opportunity. So the joke is this, I call it the fire hydrant strategy. Think about the most frequent drive that you make to the hairdresser, nail tech, coffee shop, wherever. How many fire hydrants did you pass?
A lot.
But nobody knows because we're not paying attention. So my point now is I'm bringing something to you, to your attention that you're overlooking. And the guy has hundreds of clients and several that are going to need you. And yet he's not even thinking of you. And then you multiply that by the amount of years you've been paying him. Now it starts to get frustrating.
A lot, yeah.
So my point is, you've done an incredible job, but the entire growth of your company is based on you. Can you imagine all the professionals that I mentioned to you giving you one client maybe every other month, not even every day, week, or month, every 2 months? What if 5 people gave you one client every other month?
So how do you approach them differently than, asking for the referral?
So I never ask, I instruct. And again, this is out of context. So there's a lot longer discussion. All I'm doing now is tickling this and setting something in your brain to get you to think about it. If it makes sense, Paulie, I'd like to learn more. If it doesn't, keep doing what you're doing because there's nothing wrong with 32. But if your potential was 52, would you want that? Some people say no because I'll never see my husband or kids. No problem. I understand. So let's put a system in place so you can still see the people that are most important to you and get to 52 or 42 or 39 or why do we have January where we have nothing going on? How's that humanly possible? Right? So if you think about what I'm sharing with you, all of these financial professionals, I see them as board members. These are all people that are earning from you, but they're not learning from you. And I don't ask, I instruct because I'm the owner of the company. You're the owner of Heather Brooks, LLC, Realty Empire. You're in charge. So if the owner pays somebody to do a job, aren't they your employee?
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. If I'm earning from you, like the example of this, jokingly, I say this all the time. When a realtor calls me, the phone sounds like this. Hi, Paul, I'd like to make your mortgage payment this month. Hi, Paul, I'd like to make your mortgage payment this month. When somebody gives me a buyer, that's exactly what they're doing. So my question to you is, how would you treat somebody that makes your mortgage payment this month? Like gold.
Right.
Like gold. Heather, how can I contribute to the growth of your business? I already did it today. Heather, you literally could take the next 32 days, one call a day, one call a day to call a closed client and just ask, how's the husband? How's the wife? How's the kids? How's the house? Oh my goodness, I forgot to ask you, did you update your will after settlement? 67% of your book is going to say no. And you're going to say, oh my gosh, I'll get my friend, my dear friend will give you a call. We're going to help you with that. We got to protect our stuff, right? Imagine being an estate planner in your town and Heather Brooks calls and says, hi, Paul, you came highly recommended to me by my real estate attorney. He said, you're a phenomenal estate planner. I have 9 clients that need a will. Would you like to talk? Imagine an estate planner calling you and saying, Heather, you come highly recommended. I'm an estate planner in town. I have a large book of business, and every single year I have 6 to 10 people that pass away that need to sell their home. Would you like to talk about being my partner in handling those clients?
That's perfect.
I've been doing this for many years, Heather. If you'd like to learn more, because we only have a 30-minute call now, these are like tickler freebies. This is like, hey, if this makes sense, let's engage and talk further about this. If it doesn't, that's okay. Have a great day. But you're clearly a professional in this business. You didn't watch HGTV and go get your license. I think you're going to make millions. You've been doing this for some time. And I'm saying to you, my goodness, you've done an incredible job, but you're also leaving a lot on the table because we weren't taught that those were the opportunities. But what we do naturally is we defer to an excuse for those people. It's what we do naturally. You're not different. Everybody does the same thing. Well, it's because, well, he only does taxes for our realtors. Well, it's because we automatically give them a pass. But we've never actually educated them. So then what do? That's our accountant. So they're a service provider. They're not a partner. I only have partners. And these partners are obligated to the growth of the corporation so they can keep getting paid by the corporation. We got to flip it.
Makes a lot of sense. A lot.
Heather, what's your phone number?
336-338-1415. Yeah, I get a lot of referrals from my son. My middle son is a photographer that he's 24 years old and he travels the world. He just photographed Manel Cape, who just won his UFC fight. And then he does country artists and he travels all over the country and he's my biggest advocate. So
incredible. So I also teach real estate agents how to create a reciprocal partnership with their photographer. You're giving them all these listings. Why don't you teach them how to contribute? But nobody's doing that. That's fantastic. Heather, I'll follow up with you. If you want, tonight at 7 o'clock, I do a large group coaching call for a group out of Atlanta, Georgia. It's all on Zoom. You're more than happy to attend that. If you like, I'll shoot you the calendar invite, 30, 45 minutes. And tonight is an example of a real estate agent, I think 16 years in the business, who never was taught what I just taught you, came to the call, applied it. And tonight I'm going to give the example of what she has accomplished from that single call.
I'd love that.
I'll shoot you a text. Just give me your email address and then I'll send you the link.
Okay. It's just heatherbrooksrealestate@gmail.com. So
Heather Brooks Real Estate at Gmail. Great meeting you today, darling. Thanks for coming.
You as well. Thank you. I enjoyed it. I got 3 things from you. You're highly, versed and have plenty of experience. I realize that you're a Trump supporter and I realize you're a Christian. So all those.
How do you know any of those last 2 things?
Because you said it in a very indirect, discreet way. So you won 3 out of 3.
Everybody meets by the grace of God and everything happens because of the grace of God. There's no doubt in my mind. So this was a pleasure.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'll see you tonight, darling.
Okay. Bye.